Habanero salsa, the one that they call coot down in the Yucatan Peninsula, is what you drop onto cochinita pibil to just make the flavors explode. So I have already started the preparations of this. I'm using the orange habaneros in the Yucatan Peninsula. They use the green habaneros just as much as they use the orange ones. So if you find the green ones in your farmer's market, you can make this exact salsa with it. It's going to be a greener kind of flavor. This is a little sweeter. That one's a little bit brighter. Okay, so we've got dry roasted habanero chilies without their stems on them, and 3 garlic cloves here, roasted in their papery husk. Now, we got to get that papery husk off of them now before we make the salsa. This is a very, very simple salsa, but I will tell you, it's not only one of my favorites, I think it is one of the glories of the Mexican kitchen. So once you have roasted the garlic, it will separate from that papery husk, but you want to make sure you roast the garlic long enough that the clove inside is really soft. It should be completely soft. As yours is not, it needs some more time. It takes about 15 minutes or so. I'm going to put the garlic cloves now into the blender, then scoop up the roasted habaneros and put them in their seeds and all, because at this point, after you've roasted them, there's no reason to take the seeds and veins out. That capsaicin, the hot part, is just all over the chilies. I'm going to add to it 4 tablespoons of water, 2 tablespoons of lime juice, and I'm going to measure in a ½ teaspoon of salt. Then we're going to put the top on, and we're going to make a puree out of this. Here's the lesson to learn. Habaneros are incredibly spicy. All capsaicin is volatile into the air if you put it in a blender. So when you take the top off of this, you actually have to stand back or you might be choking. Let's do that. So pull that off. I'm standing way back. And I'm going to show you what the texture of this is now. So I've got a little salsa dish here, and I'm going to pour it in. It should be at least this thin. Some people will make this kind of roasted habanero salsa even runnier than that. Now you got to taste it. That is always the trick. So you don't just take a big spoonful of this stuff, because people don't even put big spoonfuls of it on their food. You take a little bit like that. I always just dab it on the back of my hand. This is sort of kitchen culture from Mexico. And that one little dollop there, I will taste. So not only is it hot, it is incredibly delicious because there's so much fruitiness there. The salt that's in there is just right. The lime juice just perks everything up, and the garlic, the roasted garlic, mellows everything out. That stuff is pure gold.